Mark, what are your overall thoughts on today's performance and result?
I thought, well, when you're on the third game in a week, it's really tough. So we all know that. When you're using the same players essentially, and then Wouter was a little bit of a doubt coming into it, but he was okay, which meant that we were preparing for the game and then just wanted to give him as much chance to rest as possible. We can't afford to keep losing players. We're not blessed at this moment in time with a huge number. But on the back of the third game, it's really difficult because you could tell slightly. We were asking them to play in a certain way, to do things in a certain way. They sat off. They would put the onus on us to try and break them down. I think on any other day, we win the game. We were just reaching for things. We needed to move the ball a little bit quicker, a little bit more brighter with where we were positioning ourselves. We made it a little bit too easy for them to be sat in a low block. You have to stretch them. You have to move the ball quickly. You have to switch it quickly when you can, and then not force things. But when we got in down the side of them, and certainly down their left, our right, Louis Kumas and Junior Chamadou. We just got to have that little bit more quality when we execute the pass, and we've got to find a pass and then find a finish. We did that a couple of times, and we just didn't quite get the contact that we needed to score. 18 shots I think we had, and there weren't that many, to write home about. We just got into things, and it just looked that day where we were just a little bit tired.
In the short time you've had with the team, what aspects of the performance did please you?
They've tried to do everything we've asked them. Everything they've asked, they've tried to do it. Sometimes they'll take us literally, or too literally. They'll learn. Obviously, they've had one day. They've really applied themselves well, and I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that aspect. I think there's still lots to do, but if they can apply themselves and show that understanding, then that bodes well. I think again, a little bit more quality. That we see that game off, and again, I think that's probably the fact that we played the third in the sequence.
Sam Gallagher came off at the start of the second half. How's he?
I think he's okay. He sort of took himself out of the firing line because he just had an awareness of something. I think for me, I wanted to play him because I think he's a real powerhouse. And he's got a chance of scoring today. If we had worked that ball right and got it into good areas, then he would have been on the score sheet today. Unfortunately, he felt something, had an awareness of something, and I had to take him off before I really wanted to. But again, it's for me it's a disappointment that he's had to come off because I think he's a real asset. I think he's a real strong striker, and he can score goals. And that was the reason I started with him today. Got a game ready to, the robustness that we need from him has to come. And I'm looking forward to that, to be fair.
You've got a full week now with the team. How much are you looking forward to the next few days?
Well, they're going to have a day or two off, so I need to shut them down for a day or two. We haven't got, we're not blessed with everybody available yet, so I don't want to be losing anybody else. It's okay that the work that they put in for these 3 games, primarily it's been the same players, so they need a little bit of a breather. Other lads will work as well. Then we'll have a little bit of a get together on Tuesday, get to know each other a little bit better, and then we'll work into the game against Sunderland and in the FA Cup.
Finally, what was it like to be back out in the dugout, and also the reception you received from the supporters?
Brilliant reception. I'm really grateful to everybody for that, and I'm also I've enjoyed the dugout today. Would have been great to get a win. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that, but it's been fantastic. I'm looking forward to working here for hopefully many years to come.